Hello, my friends. Wayne Share here. You're going to love this. This is absolutely vital to your success in starting your business, and you'll see why here in a minute, so stick with me. If you're on this video on YouTube, you will need to just click the link down below it. It'll take you to the full post so you can access everything I tell you right here, and you're going to want to do that. So maybe you want to just click right now and go straight to the post, and then you'll be able to get what I'm about to show you. Now this is something I created. I received something similar. Actually, I didn't even receive it. I just saw something similar, and I decided to create something better because I thought it would help. Well, it would help me for sure, and it'll definitely help you. And I call it the Business Success and Lifestyle Planner. This is key, absolutely key to your success in getting started and knowing where you're going and knowing where you have to go and knowing what you have to achieve in order to get to the lifestyle you want, to stop being stuck in the past, stuck in the job you don't want. You'll know exactly, using this, how to get ahead. All right? Does that make sense? It will in a second, so don't worry. Stick with me. Hold on there. So let's take a look at exactly what the Business Success and Lifestyle Planner is. So we're not going to go high-tech crazy here. We're going to keep this simple so that anybody can do this. This is a spreadsheet that enables you to plan everything. So let's click over to the main sheet. So what does this allow you to do? Well, first of all, let's take a quick look at it. Up top, what it has is three different ways of estimating traffic requirements and costs and what you'll get from them. We got pay-per-click traffic, pay-per-view traffic, and cost per thousand traffic. So pay-per-click, that's things like Google, Facebook, and many other places where you pay by each click. Pay-per-view traffic is often things like Traffic Vance, Lead Impact, Media Traffic, things where you pay for each view, pay by the view of the page. Okay? There's no click involved. They display your ad and you pay for each view. Cost per thousand, CPM, traffic, that's typically used for banner traffic, although some banner traffic is pay-per-click. So don't think that means banner, because if your banner is pay-per-click, you would be estimating it up here, not down here. All right. So this is the method of displaying your traffic, however it may be, cost per thousand, right? Because you can even do Facebook traffic on cost per thousand. Okay. So don't associate these types of traffic with a particular advertising provider. Okay. That's not necessarily the case. It's the type of advertising and how you pay for it. All right, so next to it over here, this is your list, okay? So you would put in your list details here, and it tells you exactly what it is: list size, your list size, the current open rates you have, and the click-through rates you get, so that you know approximately how many clicks you would get each time you send out an email, right? All right, so that's a good thing to know. So let's just say, I'm running a pay-per-view. That's why I have the numbers in here right now. But I'm running a pay-per-view campaign. So let's just say your daily ad spend is 20. I put that in there. Now, I forgot to tell you. Anything that's green, that's where you enter your own numbers. Anything that's white, well, that automatically calculates. Okay. So in the current in one of my pay-per-views, I'm doing a test. So I put it at $20 spend. It costs 0.016 cents per view. And I hope, now you think 2% is low, but it's not for pay-per-view. It's actually very good. And I hope to get higher. My goal would be to get around 10%, but I don't expect that on the test. So I put in the low thing that I expect on the test. If I get 5%, then we would see, it would tell me how many subscribers I would get and the cost per subscriber. You see how that changed right there? All right, they all do the same thing depending on what you put in the blocks, right? And so you can pay-per-click, you would probably have a higher conversion rate. So let's put in like 45%. Cost per click, I don't know, it depends on where you're doing it. Let's just put in like, let's say it's something relatively cheap on Facebook. So we put in like 35 cents, all right? And so at $20, 35 cents a click, 45% opt-in, you could see you would get 26 subscribers from that. The cost per subscriber, 0.778, right? 78 cents. So you see how that works. So now let's go down. This is the planning part. This is really important. So watch closely, okay? Don't get fixated on this. That's why we're taking the other off the screen right now. Here, we're talking about you're planning for your future. So we want to know what we have to make in the future to be able to live the life we want. So that's what this is all about. This block on the left is all about your monthly expenses in your ideal life. And this block on the right is about your one-time expenses that you might purchase sometime in your future life. Okay, as you see it, don't cheat yourself. Put in what you really want here. Okay, so maybe I was just doing a little estimating, so you can do other things like estimate when you're going to be profitable on something and what it costs to do that. That's what I was doing there. But let's put in, like, let's say you're going to buy yourself a house, okay? And probably, who knows what the mortgage is? Maybe it's I don't know what. I'm just going to put something in there. So that's a recurring expense, right? Your monthly mortgage, your auto payment. Let's buy yourself a good car. Let's put that in there, okay? So you see, it's starting to add up down here, and the amount you need every day to pay for the recurring expense. So this is the daily amount of sales you need to pay your recurring expenses, right? So that will add up based on whatever you put in there. Now let's slide on over to the one-time expenses. This is going to look a little different. So let's just say you want to, what's something fun that people, let's say you want to do your, it's the summertime as I make that, but let's say your ski vacation, right? That's a one-time expense. Probably going to cost you, depends on how far you're going, right? Let's put in $3,000. When do you want to take it? Let's say you want to take it 7 months from now. So it's going to tell you that's 210 days from now. So the needed income per day is $14.29 to do that. So down below, you see there's the total right there, and there's that total per day. So those two are going to add together eventually here and come into play in the next groups. Okay, let's take a look at the next groups. Now this works for retail products, info products. Literally, you could put in services in here. It doesn't matter what it is. You can put literally anything. So I'm guessing most of you might be selling. You might be selling your own. Let's say you're selling your own information product. So I'll just call it my information product. And the cost associated with selling your product. So it's your product, and you may have to pay, costs that are associated with selling your online product. Maybe you have if you want to, you can add up the payment processor fees per sale. Maybe you're doing affiliate sales, so you want to include that in there, the affiliate commission. Maybe, if you may be thinking autoresponder, but that's actually something you use for everything. So that would be up here in you're going to have this all the time, but it doesn't mean even in the future. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Your autoresponder, if you're using Pure Leverage like me, it just costs you $25 a month. So you can put that in there. All right. But maybe you have an affiliate fee on this. So let's say you pay your affiliates, who knows? Let's say it's $27. The actual price it sells for, let's say you're paying a 50% commission, so that would be $54, right? So the amount you keep, $27. Let's say the sales conversion rate, that will vary. Believe it or not, the average sales conversion for most sales online is around 1.5% to 2%. So people telling you they're getting, 20, 30, 40% conversions, they may be doing that in certain specific places, but they aren't doing it generally across the board for all traffic, okay? So you have to consider that. So when you're getting caught up in people's hype, you're getting 30% sales, don't go believing that outright, okay? In certain types of sales situations, that is certainly possible, but it's not generally the reality. All right, so let's just say I'll just leave that at 13 just for the fun of it. So you can see the two totals have totaled up here. Here's the combined of the monthly and the combined of the monthly and recurring and the one time, what I need to make per day, okay, in sales. Let's move on over. This number represents how many products you need to sell each day, okay? You can't see the each day, but that's what it says. If you click on it when you have this sheet, you'll be able to see that. All right, the number of products you need to sell each day, 5. This number is how many visitors you need to get each day, 36. To reach your goal, well, this number to reach your goal is based on what number you have in here. So what if you have a list of 200, not 6,000, okay? And your open rate is 10. Let's just leave the open rates at, but let's say estimated clicks per day is then only 10 per day because your list is only 200. So how long is it going to take to get to the sales level that you need to achieve what you're looking for? Well, it's going to take you 4 days, okay, if you're making these sales. So this is assuming. So what you want to do, okay, let's take it back a little point. Let's say I'm doing the pay-per-view. I'm actually getting, let's say I'm getting 63 subscribers per day. All right, number of subscribers, 63 per day. So let's put that in there just for 1 day's worth. So that's three clicks on my follow-up emails. I'm not even expecting, so I'm not even counting the potential for an upfront cold traffic sale. I'm doing after I send them emails, looking for like a 13% conversion. It says it will take me 11 days to get to that point where I need to go, right? To make my $125 per day. All right, 11 days. So each day, and it's actually going to get faster because if I continue doing this spend each day, tomorrow I'll have 126, right? The next day I'll have 189, right? So the number of clicks per day is going to keep going up. So the number down here, days, is going to keep going down. So you could see exactly how you're progressing. So that's a one-time purchase product. So you also have the same ability to do the planning with a membership. So this would not be like an MLM or something like that. This would be a membership, where you just pay a flat monthly fee. Now, let's say you're selling an opportunity. I added a way for you to chart out most opportunities in here. And since this is editable, you could actually add fields if you find you can't chart your opportunity with this. But I give you a way to put in what a member pays up front to go full in, the commission rate, the first commissions, the new member commissionable payment to you, future monthly payment commissions, recurring commissions, the combined total of the income needed to cover, so that's the same number as this. This is what money you're going to make per month. Sales needed to make your goal, right? Now I haven't actually, that's right. Sales needed to make your goal the first month. So monthly retention rate is in here because you're going to be able to predict your sales in the future. If you actually were sold 52 sales in your first month and you maintain that level through the retention cycle, then this is going to be your monthly income forever. And so it's $12,642 at a 1% conversion rate. Okay, so we can actually change this conversion. Let's go to 2%. That That's not 2%, that's 20%. Let's try 2%. Whoops, 2%. So, if I put 2% in there, that change, what it affects is these numbers over here. The number of visitors you need, and based on the current size of the list, how long it's going to take to get to 52 people per day. Now, that's using a single product to cover all of those expenses. So realistically, and actually with most opportunities, particularly MLM, if you're making your sales, it's actually going to be faster than that, because what I can't do with this chart is chart in the sales of your direct downline affiliates. It's impossible for me to predict that for you, so I can't put that in there. This is just you getting your own affiliates and nobody else doing anything. So the time for this could actually be much faster. This is actually worst case scenario. You're the only one making sales. Okay, that's what this represents. So this could and most likely in all reality and MLM be much faster. You just would have to kind of figure that out on your own. But you see how you can plan and know exactly what you need to do every single day for your sales in order to achieve your goals. So you're selling your information product. You want to be able to have this house, your car, and your autoresponder, take your ski vacation. You want to do that? All right, so what do you need to do? 5 sales per day, getting 36 visitors per day. And so that will take you 4 days to get to that point. Reach this goal of the current list with the number represents the number of days to your goal, right? So 36 a day for 4 days will get you to 5 sales per day, and on your way to living the lifestyle you want. So this is a really, really key planner for anybody, whether you're doing affiliate marketing, selling your own products, selling your own services, selling retail products, anything. It's all covered here. Everything is possible on this business success and lifestyle planner. So again, if you're on here and you're watching on YouTube, click the link below, and it'll take you to the website so you can download this. If you're on the website, you do need to register on the website. It's absolutely free. You'll get this business success lifestyle planner, plus you'll get all of my core outlines. You'll get 30 days of coaching. If you do the 30 days coaching, you will be profitable faster than probably the business success and lifestyle planner tells you. And you'll get access to twice as much content, as I only write about real marketing and real things that are happening and what real companies do, and not about a lot of the hypey crap and lies you get on the sales letters of a lot of these folks. You won't see a bunch of products advertised, because I don't do that. I only share with you what I'm using and what I do, and I share with you the latest on what's happening in real marketing from professional test labs, from the Fortune 500s, from my own marketing consulting. It's all there. Some of it's available without registering, but more than twice as much is available by registering. Plus, that's the only way you can download this planner, is to register and then come back to this page and download it. So I hope you'll do that. You should do it. If you really want to know what it takes each and every day to get where you want to be, then you'll want to download this planner right now. Take action. Get yourself in a position of strength and knowledge, and let's move ahead together. Talk to you next time.